First up on the mat, the Wheeler High School Lions, Coach Caitlin Noonan, Sherry Tardif, and Catherine Kimball. And the Lion girls are out there, and we'll be checking in throughout the course of the day with our own Wheeler High School grad, the sports doctor, Keith O'Brien, but I know he wants to watch the Wheeler girls. Tough place to, is first tough?
Yes, we've mentioned this before. Opening a competition and setting the bar is always tough. So, but the Wheeler team is very excited. In fact, the coaches told me today during warm-ups they're very proud.
Now, remind our folks at home how in the early going we see the cheer portion of it before the music starts and we move into the dance portion, the two different parts of the routine. So they're opening here with the precision cheer. We don't hear any of the music yet, the tumbling.
So it'll depend. So choreographer's choice. So it depends on the routine. So today during warm-ups and some of the teams I've seen over the season will put their cheer in the middle and some will open the cheer like Wheeler just did. So some of the things that this team is really proud of this year is that they feel like this routine is very visual. They love their dance. And they're really focusing on just the fact that this team is young, but they're very close. So I think many of these team members have never even competed before. In fact, half of the team has never competed. So there's only 14 on the mat today, 7, which this is their first competition ever, and also opening a competition itself. So lots of jitters. So we're going into the pyramid.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite part of the competition. I love to see the flyers. I love to see the top of the pyramid.
Yep, so that's a nice inversion. And again, like I mentioned before, something that they're so proud of is just how visual they feel this routine is this season. Another thing to note is that Wheeler is actually the smallest school in the ECC, so many of these athletes not only are cheerleaders, but they're also playing sports in the fall and spring as well. So very multi-talented athletes here.
Yes, we joke with our own sports doctor all the time about Wheeler being the smallest school in the ECC, but you're right. It does change the dynamic. Instead of a dedicated cheerleading team, sometimes you're sharing these cheerleaders with sports throughout the year.
Exactly. So this is their dance.
Oh, that's a good visual right there.
Yes.
Good energy. Love
Yep,
the
their
smiles.
energy is great. You can tell they really love this routine. And great job, Wheeler.
And the best part about it is in the background, you see all the other cheerleaders. And I think more than almost any sport, other cheerleaders really love cheering on. I guess it's because you're a cheerleader, but cheerleaders cheering on other squads.
Yes, it's definitely one of my favorite things, and I love to see that sportsmanship, and I love it when they cheer on other things, especially, you know, if there's a little bobble, you can see them being like, stick it, hit it. So I love it. It's great to see.
So there's Wheeler, and they represent Division III. There will be Division I champions, Division II champions, and Division III champions. And as is the case after the routines, the sports doctor will be efforting 2 of the girls for their interview. He's going to have to wrangle them because I don't know that they're in the moment really thinking about being interviewed.
Yeah, I think they're so excited.
We should make mention that the Division I championship is wide open this year.
Yes.
And we'll get into that in a moment, but the sports doctor has our first group of Wheeler cheerleaders. Should be Gracie Anderson and Valerie Knowles. Sports doctor.
All right, Casey, boy, Wheeler High School today opened the show with a bang out there. Valerie Knowles and Gracie Anderson. You guys brought a lot of sass and style out there. Where'd you guys get that from?
It just runs through the school. We don't have a gym this year, so we were tight on practicing space. We really pulled through and we really had that routine down. We practiced all this week. Actually, last competition and this competition, we've had one of our flyers who's a bass. She's never flown before except for at competitions. She's a bass usually, but we've had injuries. She's had to fly. She's done a great job. We're just like, our winter sports schedule, so messed up. It's like so messed up, but we have a new school. Just hit that routine.
I love it. You guys are working through it. Is there any pressure out there going first to start the show?
Not really. I mean, we like going first because it gets rid of all the anxiety really early on. And I think that really helped us out there.
All right, great job, girls. Casey, Wheeler High School well represented here today.